Welcome back to Be Eloquent. This video is useful for English learners who want to improve their English grammar and conversation. Therefore, today in the series Learn English in 30 Days, we are going to focus on simple past tense. So let's get going. Simple past tense is also known as past indefinite tense. It is a verb tense that is used to talk about things that happened or existed before now. And it also shows that an action started and completed in the past. For example, he watched a movie yesterday. The teacher taught us English. I felt scared when teacher asked me a question. We were late for the train. Simple past tense shows that you are talking about something that has already happened. You can also use it to express how you feel, what your emotional state was. But before we understand the construction of simple past tense, let us know about regular and irregular verbs. We also need to be aware of regular and irregular verb differences when we use the past simple tense, as this affects the ending of the verb. Some verbs are regular as they have a definite pattern to their ending. For verbs ending in a consonant or a vowel other than E, add the letter ed to the end. For example, laugh changes to laughed, work, worked, stay, stayed, iron, ironed, ask, asked, call, called. For verbs ending in E, add D. Cope, coped, love, loved, live, lived, weave, weaved, use, used. For verbs ending in a consonant plus Y, the Y is replaced with an I. Then ed is added. For example, hurry, hurried, bury, buried, try, tried, clarify, clarified, spy, spied, carry, carried. Don't forget, if it is a vowel plus Y, then it fits the first pattern. Example, play, played. Simple past tense with regular verbs. Simple past tense with regular verb is formed following this structure: subject plus verb plus ed and rest of the sentence. For example, she cleaned her room yesterday. He worked very hard throughout the year. Let us discuss some irregular verbs now. Irregular verbs are called so because they don't fit a particular pattern. This means that you just have to get to know and learn over time how the past tense form is created. There are many irregular verbs certainly, but here are some examples. Simple past tense with irregular verbs. There are a few hundred irregular verbs with different forms. We form simple past tense with irregular verb with following construction: subject plus irregular verb and rest of the sentence. Examples may be: they went to Japan for their holidays. They won the match last year. Let us discuss the structure of affirmative sentences in past simple. To form affirmative sentences in past simple, formula is subject plus verb plus D or ed or ied or irregular form, verbs second form and rest of the sentence. Examples may be: she joined the online class yesterday. He bought this bag last year. I visited my uncle yesterday. She gave me her chocolate. Tara met him last week. To create a negative sentence in past simple, use didn't or did not and base form of the verb. The formula will be subject plus did not or didn't plus verb in base form plus rest of the sentence, or subject plus auxiliary verb plus not plus verb in base form plus rest of the sentence. Examples may be: I didn't see Ratna yesterday. Tara didn't join the webinar. You didn't attend the online class last week. Rohan did not read the paper. She didn't write an article yesterday. To create a question that will be answered with yes or no, start the question with did and then add a subject followed by the base form of the verb and only then add the rest of the sentence. Formula is did plus subject plus verb in base form plus rest of the sentence along with question mark, or auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb in base form plus rest of the sentence and question mark. Examples are: did you ask Tara to have dinner with you? Did you join online class last week? Did you finish your assignment yesterday? Did she work yesterday? Did Mohan perform his work well? WH questions in past simple. WH questions are questions that require more information in their answers. Typical WH words are what, where, when, why, who. To create a WH question, start with WH word, then add did, then the subject, followed by base form of the verb, and only then add the rest of the sentence. Examples are: when did you buy that chair? Why did the mobile phone stop working? How long did the bus journey take? Why didn't you tell us about the meeting? Simple past tense with to be, was or were. The two simple past form of verb be are, was and were, and be is the only simple past verb that changes form for different subjects. With the verb to be, we use was for the first person I and the third person he, she, it. For plural, we and they, simply switch was for were. Subject plus was or verb plus auxiliary verb and rest of the sentence. Look at the example. I was happy. She wasn't happy. Was he happy? Why was he happy? For plural, we and they, simply use were in place of was. We were happy. They were happy. The table below illustrates the different ways to construct the past simple tense with verb to be. From this table, some points can be noticed. The main verb be is conjugated in past simple was and were. For negative sentences, we insert not after the main verb. For question sentences, we exchange the subject and the main verb. Past simple other than to be. This table illustrates the way past simple is formed when not using the verb to be. It shows this according to affirmative statements, negative statements, and questions. The simple past tense usage. Simple past tense is used to express completed action in the past. Example is: I met an old friend last Monday. It is also used to describe a series of completed actions in the past. Example: I finished work, reached home, and ate delicious ice cream. Simple past tense can also be used to express habits in the past. Example: when I was a student, I used to read a lot of comic books every day after school. This tense is also used to show finished period of time. We use the past simple tense for completed actions, events, or states. This will have taken place within a finished period of time. Example is: I met him last week or last night or last year. The finish time can also be implied rather than stated explicitly. It was a wonderful holiday. When telling stories, we may use a mix of tenses, but it can be seen that past simple tense, as it is used as a time anchor to set out the time frame of events. Example, it was a rainy day and it is used to describe the key events that move the story forward. Time expressions with past simple tense. Today, we came to know about simple past tense, which is used for both recent and distant past actions. The activity we are talking about has been completed and is not still going on. If you are describing when something happened, you will use simple past. In other words, if you see certain past time expressions such as yesterday or last year, you know to use simple past. I hope you understood the rules. To remain updated about the next lecture, keep watching the upcoming English lessons of the series Learn English in 30 Days. You can also subscribe this channel and like and share this video. Thank you for watching.